Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Welcome to Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony, but tonight it's Anthony and
Paris Sachet.
Paris Sachet. Give Paris Sachet a round of applause. She is my guest host today at Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad to have you here, Paris.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, most of you know you're my favorite. You're one of my favorites.
Don't say that too often.
I won't. I'll try not to. We have a great show today, and we're just running a little behind, so we're going to jump right into the show. First up, we're going to talk about, of course, Donald Trump. I think I have a picture with him and his friends. They all have on the same outfit. Yep, that's him and James Comey. Yep, he has on a romper. James Comey is going to testify next week that Trump approached him to about stopping the Russian probe. So that means so much. On one hand, it means that he interfered with an investigation.
Okay.
Which is grounds for impeachment.
So do you think he'll get impeached after this still, with every rule that he's been breaking, despite this one?
Well, he looks like a peach, so that's the first. That's first. You know, I feel like if you look the part, you know.
You can get the part. Okay.
Yeah. It's sad that I have to say I want to be optimistic that he'll get impeached. But if you just look at history, he's pretty much doing everything that he wants to do.
And he still hasn't done it. So it's like, is he going to really get impeached? I don't really think so. I don't think this is going to be it either.
I think that, if anything, this will build up to...
maybe leading to his impeachment.
Yes,
this would just be another one. Okay.
You know, bad relationships. He just dropped out of the Paris climate deal. Paris climax. Oh, that's a... The Paris climax deal. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? The climate deal. Now people are pulling their Parisian and French holdings from all of his businesses. I just saw that before I got up here.
Okay.
So it looks like we're going in the right direction.
Okay, we are.
We're going in the right direction.
I gave up a long time ago, so I really just stopped tuning into the Trump. It's never good news. Every time somebody says it, it's like, oh, look what Trump did again. It's not going to stop. It's just going to get worse.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the final blow. You know?
I hope this is it. But
what about afterwards then? Then Pence is going to be in there.
Even worse.
Yeah, he's going to put us in electroshock therapy.
I just feel like that.
Can you imagine that? That is horrible.
It's very.
And how could you... well, I'm not even going to get into that debate. But next we're going to be talking about, because we're over that already, I think we have a picture of the African American Museum. Yeah, okay, before I even talk about this story, the design of the museum, do you like the design?
I like it.
Really? Do you think it doesn't look like Amistad to you? Like, does it look like a slave ship?
But now that you're saying it, I have to tilt my head, and I definitely see it.
Yeah.
But up front.
And then it's like beside a big white penis. I don't know what that...
You have a great artistic mind, Anthony.
Somebody else pointed it out to me.
Now that I look at it, every time I see it, I would definitely think that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But inside of the African American Museum, they found a noose. So
somehow. This is my thing. Do you know how much security they have at the museum? Have you been?
No, I have not been yet.
So I went in. I felt like I was going to court. You got to take your bag off. I was like, just to go to the museum? So my thing is, I think it was an inside job.
Yeah, it was an inside job for them tickets, because I'm still waiting on my...
Oh, really? You can walk up and just get tickets at the door. They don't want to tell people that because they don't want you to run in, but you can.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, they should... Okay, so
I dropped this on air.
Yeah,
so,
they're pulling black moves at the African American History Museum. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and I feel like the cameras. No,
right.
I mean, It was in a very highly populated and very popular exhibit area.
How long did they find it after it was placed there?
See, I'm not sure. They would have to
look at the cameras.
They would have to
in
look
which
at the cameras.
Of course, something's gonna magically be wrong with the cameras. Like maybe that one is out for the day,
like it is in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just another day being black, huh?
I know. This is the museum itself. Can we just
have a space?
That's unfortunate. And we're gonna find out who did it, and we're coming for you. So, next up, Kathy Griffin gets fired from CNN for her photo shoot. We have a picture of the photo shoot. So
I like it.
That's a really cute blouse, though. Isn't that cute?
I like the way that she has it holding next to the tie on the shirt.
That color, though, that carrot, it is amazing up against that royal blue.
So did she use some of her dye on it from her own hair?
I think so, and I think that's what has everybody into a tizzy.
Okay.
Because she's holding Alec Baldwin's head up. No, it's supposed to be Donald Trump. You know. Yeah. The thing is with me, there's a dichotomy, of course. When you think of a president, especially a sitting president, you don't want things of this nature to occur out of respect. Now, with that being said, respect is given to those who earn respect.
In which?
In which, me personally, Donald Trump has not really earned that respect from me.
None of us.
And, you try to only speak for yourself because you don't want to ring everybody else into your, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't talk for me. Only speaking for myself. He has not earned that respect. And also, I feel as though where was the outrage when all of the other pics of Obama were
of
him
course it's not going to get
set on fire. There were nooses, It
wasn't such a bad thing because he was a black man.
Yeah, I think, do we have her apology?
So she wrote an apology letter?
Yeah, it's
after
on
she
YouTube.
Got fired?
It's a YouTube video. It's Kathy Griffin apologizing because she got fired. Like,
have you ever apologized after you got fired? that part doesn't make sense. You're already fired. They're not going to bring you back. It's too late.
That is so true, Paris.
I think a thank you message probably would have been better.
I feel like if there was anything that I would be willing to get fired for, that would be it.
Yeah, and it's like, apology for what? I'm already gone.
I think that she was apologizing for
Bow Wow challenge. Was it a Bow Wow challenge?
Take a bow, the lights are over. Is the video up? Yeah, let's take a look at this video and see what you feel. Let's see what's
Hey everybody, it's me, Kathy Griffin. I sincerely apologize. I am just now seeing the reaction of these images. I'm a comic. I crossed the line. I moved the line, then I cross it. I went way too far. The image is too disturbing. I understand how it offends people. It wasn't funny. I get it. I've made a lot of mistakes in my career. I will continue. I asked your forgiveness, taking down the image, going to ask the photographer to take down the image, and I beg for your forgiveness. I went too far. I made a mistake, and I was wrong.
Wow. She's still not going to get her job back.
No. As a comedian, how do you feel, though?
I think it was funny. I know, this is my thing. Did she not think she wasn't going to get fired when she took it? It's no way that she thought, this is going to be it. She's not Trump. He's the only person that can do unfunny stuff and get away with it, clearly.
Yeah, I just feel like she said that she crossed the line. Then she said she moved the line and crossed over it.
Yeah, like she picked the line up and repositioned the line.
Yeah, the only line she was talking about was a line of Coke because there was no line at all.
It wasn't, and I don't think she's really sorry.
No, of course not.
And I don't think she's going to get her job back, so.
Nope, and I feel like she got more fans just by doing it.
Definitely. I think she'll get another job.
I think so, too. So shout out to Kathy Griffin. You're in my book for that.
Yeah, you just you just topped the charts with that one, Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy, for dropping your single. So what we're going to do, I have a guest here today. A very good friend of mine. Her name is Judith Cargbo. She has a new web series out on YouTube. It's called The Struggle. I'm going to interview her in just a few minutes. I just want to show you the trailer for the show, and then I'm going to interview her. So let's go look at that trailer.
Hey, you rocking them curves, girl.
I think you're taking this natural hair movement thing a bit too far.
That ass, though. I mean, body is banging for real.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Bye, I can't.
The struggle is too real.
And we're here.
Hi.
Hi, Judith. Oh.
Thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really good.
Thanks for coming. I know I'm nervous every time I do it.
No, you guys are so
every
good.
time.
So fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You have a new web series, and it's called what?
The Struggle.
Okay, what is the struggle about?
Well, it really just chronicles the frustrations of being a single professional Black woman in the DMV area. And I think a lot of women can relate. It hits topics on catcalling, issues with our hair, how it's perceived in professional environments as well as in our everyday lives. So yeah, I wanted to just highlight it and just kind of bring light to it and just be funny about it. So
Yeah, I work in a natural haircut salon, and you're one of the clients there.
Yes, you are.
And we talk about this all the time, especially in DC, government jobs.
Yes.
You know, people are in the armed forces.
Right.
So, you know, the black thing and the hair thing, it just like coincides with all of that. You know, there are like rules that people can't have their hair a certain way.
Exactly.
Or, you know, people just aren't accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that at work? Like, do you?
Well, in my current job, no, thank God. But definitely in the past, I have been passively aggressively asked. I had my hair natural. It wasn't locked yet. I found Lock Love and they hooked me up.
Lock Love.
Styles, they do it. But when I had it natural, I was asked basically to get a perm, and I pushed back against that. I like straight up, like, what are you gonna do with your
Like
ass,
relaxer
girl?
suggestion?
Yes, like I thought it was a joke, and they were like, "What are you gonna do with your hair?" I was like, I might deep condition it, twist it out. And they were like, "No. Like, are you going to straighten it? Are you going?" I was like, "No, I'm gonna keep it natural." So, and this was the supervisor was actually a Black woman, so it took me back, like, and just even that, and now to see how far we've come with natural hairstyles, natural movement, to see that in some places it's accepted, but it's still such a long way to go, and I don't know. I think it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's we're at this point still
Yeah.
into 2017.
Oh, yes.
It's really crazy. Now, you recently got accepted into
Boston University.
for.
Screenwriting for my master's in television. Yes.
My God, congratulations!
Yes, audience,
Congratulations! I
thank
know,
you.
right? I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I really want to see this on the big screen. I know that you're fabulous. I know that you're amazing, and I know that Boston University is going to give you so much more material
Oh, yes.
for the show.
Oh, yes.
What do you want to tell your viewers, those who are your constituents, those who you are gearing
I got
to?
constituents now.
Yeah, okay,
I like it.
yeah.
Feels powerful.
Just talk to them right in the camera.
Yeah. Please support The Struggle. You can see it on YouTube, YouTube/Collabish Project. You can also find me on all the internet sites at She Writes Funny. On Instagram, it's she_writes_funny. Somebody already took it. Boo. But yeah, so follow me on all of that. I'll definitely be writing, creating, sharing all sorts of content. So yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judith Cargbo, check out The Struggle on
Ow.
YouTube. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. Thank you for tuning in to Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. But tonight, it's Anthony in Paris.
Yay.
See you in a minute.
Bye.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy. Community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy. Community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy. Community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. But tonight it's Anthony and
Paris Sachet.
Paris Sachet. Tonight we have a very special guest in the house tonight. This is an amazing lady. I had the honor and the privilege of performing in the same space with her. And even when I saw her and didn't know who she was, there was just something about her. And I finally met her.
She's a legend.
Legend.
Really? She doesn't even need an introduction.
She doesn't.
This is just for the viewers to make you guys feel good about yourselves.
It is. She is a legendary comedian, legendary Washingtonian, DMV. She is a legendary woman. Ladies and gentlemen, comedian Sylvia Traymore Morrison.
I am so delighted. I'm so thrilled to be here.
Thank you. I'm thrilled. I'm nervous. I feel like I'm sweating a little bit. Lord, is my room?
Do you know that I grew up not far from here? I grew up in the 1600 block of Corcoran Street, which is approximately 12 blocks from the White House. At a time when it was not popular to be 12 blocks from the White House. Understand that. It was a major major setback for people who lived in that neighborhood. You know, my parents were humbly poor, and we didn't know it, but we would come out of our house, go to the corner, look down the street, and there was the White House. And I used to always wonder as a kid, why didn't any other children come out to play? Big old giant White House and nobody's coming outside to play. What's up? What's up with that? So, yeah. I grew up not too far from here, so
That's
I love this area.
So, grew up here. Then you went to school.
I did.
Where'd you go?
I went to Spelman.
Okay.
I'm a Spelman girl.
Shout out to Spelman. And that is in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, Georgia.
And
Yes.
what do you do after that?
Well, actually, I started doing comedy. I started performing because I started singing first, and then I could do impressions. And I didn't know that doing impressions was, like, unique. Nobody that I knew, especially females, could do impressions. The only impressionist I knew at that time was a guy by the name, I hadn't even heard of him yet. His name was Rich Little. He's big, famous, with the big boys. Sammy Davis Jr. and a lot of people that you guys. Oh, so you do know? So he knows who Sammy Davis Jr. is.
Of course.
It. So I was actually doing impressions and not realizing just how unique it was. And so by the time I got to Spelman, because I did all that stuff in high school, I would have the girls in the dorms all running over to our hall, which was Manley Hall, by the way, for all of you Spelmanites.
Oh, shout out to Manley Hall.
Now,
Manley Hall.
Manley Hall. I like that. And I would just have a big crowd and didn't even know that, there was no money, there was none of that. It was just pure fun, entertainment. And they would always say, Sylvia, do share, do, all the people that didn't look like me. Because I was doing Joan Rivers.
I love Joan Rivers. She's one of my favorites.
Yes, Katharine Hepburn, and a few other ladies at the time who were like outstanding. So when I left Spelman, I actually wanted to find a way to get out to L.A. and New York and go to all the big places where Jay Leno and David Letterman and all that crew, all of them were. And I went to the airlines. And became a flight attendant, and I could fly anywhere in the country.
That was smart.
Oh, it was it. So
if I only thought about that.
And while I was flying, I entered the Miss Black America contest because we couldn't enter the Miss America contest.
Okay.
We weren't allowed to. That's just how it was back then. We weren't allowed to enter the Miss America contest, so they built a platform for women of color. And I entered the pageant. And to make a really long story short, because the whole story is in my book.
Okay. Which is named what?
Almost There, Almost.
Almost There, Almost.
I have a personal signed copy.
Yes, you do have a signed copy. Yes, and your mother. Yes.
Do they even have those copies no more anymore?
They're collector's items. There were only 1,000 of them. They're all sold, and the new version of the book is out, but it's not the collector's item. So you have one of the collector's items. And people are online selling them for a whole lot of money.
Tell them about that. Tell them about how much it was and how much now they're
I
selling.
started, the originals were $25, and they're now up to about $3,000.
Oh, my goodness.
eBay the other day, actually.
Paris trying to sell her book already. Lord, the lady is sitting right beside you. She's still here, Paris.
I love her. Let me keep it.
She is still here.
No, she told me about it. I had to make sure it was real. I said, $3. Okay.
So
Lord.
we went to I entered the pageant. I actually placed. I didn't win, but I was one of the 4 women they chose to go to Europe to entertain the American troops. Okay. Now, mind you, I'd never even been off 16th and Corcoran Street, and here I am going to Europe to entertain the United States American troops. Sea of men. This out here, a sea of men that were in uniform. Manly. Very manly. And while I was there, a guy who's very famous heard about what we were doing over there, and he said, I want to meet the one that does impressions. And his name was Red Fox. Yes, it was Red Fox.
I'm on my way out of here.
Elizabeth. Okay.
Lord.
And so when I came back to the States, Mr. Fox sent for me. I was doing limousine stuff then and didn't even know, had never even been in a limousine, so to speak. And got out to LA, and the people in my class who were trying to make it, and we were talking the early 1970s, which most of the people in this room weren't even born at that time. So here you have, hey, Lil Wayne, you have...
Amelie.
Oh golly!
I'll explain that later.
The people that I came up with in the business then were David Letterman, Jay Leno. None of these people had made it. We were all struggling. We were all going for it.
Did Jay Leno have that big chin then?
He did, but he was fine. He was.
I saw a picture of him. He was fine.
He was fine as he could be. That man was fine as I don't know what. But I was trying to do dark hair, dark everything. He was just. He was the man.
He had the chin of life.
Robin Williams, and to just try to
Rest
move
in peace.
quickly. Yeah, yeah. Robin was maybe one of the most kindest people I'd ever met. But I had to. My parents died. All this stuff is in the book, as you know. It's all in the book, and I keep forgetting to do that. Thank you. And so I moved to New York, and that's where I ran into Jerry Seinfeld, Rosie O'Donnell, Elaine was in California, Elaine Boosler, yeah. So it was all these people who were trying to make it. Jerry hadn't even thought about giving him a television show.
About nothing.
So no. And now keep in mind, we had the climate of comedy clubs today is so different from then. I've been through 5 decades of comedians, 5. If this is my 50th
that deserves
year.
A round of applause.
Definitely. Look at this. So tell us this. Tell them when you had your big break.
Well, you know what? I don't know if I guess it would be the Muhammad Ali roast or the Whitney Houston. Which one are you talking about?
Let's go Whitney. Let's go the Whitney route.
Because we believe the children are the future.
Yeah, oh, that is good. I like. You know what? This one here. You think? I like that. So I'm in Washington D.C. and Whitney Houston's coming to the Warner Theater, and there's a guy who's supposed to open for her. His name is Andy Evans. He's a very good friend of mine. He thinks the show is Saturday when it's actually Friday. So at 20 minutes to 8, when the show's supposed to start at 8 o'clock, no Andy. So the promoters get on the phone and go, Sylvia, can you make it down here? We need somebody to open for Whitney Houston. I'm like,
How did you feel when you received that call?
It was Whitney Houston. She was the biggest. She was the most incredible. She was winning everything from Grammys to you name it. Whitney was getting it. And they had me to come down and said, you get here by 8 o'clock on stage, we'll throw in a bonus. Okay. And at 8:03, Sylvia walked out on that stage. I was so excited. It was Whitney Houston.
Were you nervous?
No, I was.
Nervous?
You know what, Paris? I've never been nervous in my career. What I've been is excited. You see, I'm excited right now. I'm excited right now. I've never.
That was a presidential answer.
Yeah, well, wait a minute, which president?
Sitting president?
Obama. I don't give a nervous. I get excited. I like that.
Next, your question.
Look, I'm looking to see who's about to ask the question. I'm like, okay. So it was like the show was so amazing that Whitney came to me after the show and she said, you know what? When I go on tour, I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to take you with me.
Oh my God, you kind of sounded like her just now.
And I wasn't even trying to do my impression of Whitney. I do an impression of Whitney, but I wasn't even trying to do it.
It's going to come out.
So when she started the tour, they didn't call me. And they had a guy on the tour who was on a show called Star Search. Mm-hmm. And her dad called. He said, Sylvia, I know Whitney said she was going to take you on the road. He said, but this guy they have here, just because he won Star Search, they're throwing tomatoes at him. And Whitney wants you on the tour. And I was like, yes. Yes. So to myself, I'm thinking, am I going to go? Right. And sure enough, her manager called, I think it was Clive Davis, whoever her manager was at the time. And they said, can you get to New York, to Long Island by tonight at 7 o'clock for the show that starts at 8?
What time did they call you? you?
At 2 o'clock. It was like around 2.
Were you in D.C.?
I was in D.C. and I had to get to Long Island, and at 10 minutes to 7, Syl the Pill, that's my nickname. Syl was rolling in there, and there was Whitney and the whole crew. And, it was a whole nother level of entertainment. I mean, between the food and the drinks and the stage hands and the people that worked there and all of the background and the truck drivers and it was like, I just never even experienced anything like that. And after the first night, she was like, I told him I wanted you. And I stayed with her for 23 major cities. In the United States, 20.
That's black girl magic dripping.
Black girl magic. So
that's why you get excited.
We're running out of time. I want you to plug every single thing that you have going on, and I want you to give a piece of advice for these female comedians and entrepreneurs that we have here today.
Well, let's see. I have a new book coming out. Well, my autobiography is almost there, almost. The Many Faces of Sylvia, Traymore, Morrison. It's Sylvia. It's not cereal. It's not Shirley. It's none of that. I also have a new book coming out entitled Jelly Beans from Heaven. And that is highly anticipated.
That's really cute. I saw that.
Thank you. It's been highly anticipated. The whole country, not the whole country, but about the whole they are all looking forward to it. I'm so excited about that. I'm going to be at Ben's upstairs with Christina Payne on June the 15th here in D.C.
Shout out to Christina Payne.
Yes, the H Street Ben's. It's complimentary, thanks to Christina and the good people at Ben's Chili Bowl. Okay. You guys, come on out. If you want to come out, you can come and sit and enjoy the show. I have 5 of my favorite comedians, which I couldn't get you because you cost too much, Paris.
Sometimes it be like that. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the legendary Sylvia Traymore Morrison. Woo! Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you. You're such a blessing. We'll be back. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some of our DC's funniest on-fire comedians. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony and Paris. Okay. With Alex and Anthony. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy. Community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. Welcome back to Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony with Paris. I'm going to introduce our first female comedian. Her name is Kurt Mariah. You can see her at the Ask Racine show next Wednesday at the Human Rights Center. That's on Rhode Island, correct? Kurt Mariah is a very good friend of mine, and she's super funny. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause for Kurt Mariah.
Thank you. So when Anthony told me I was going to be doing radio, I did not expect video. So this is what I walk around like all day regularly. But I didn't also know that we would be in the presence of comedy legend here. And you talked about how DC is changing. Like, even to me, it's changing. I actually had a show with Anthony a couple weeks ago in Southeast. And I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting in my car right before the show, and I see this black guy talking to this white woman. And I get out of the car, I walk up in their direction, and I heard him say, yeah, I just live over there by my grandmother's house. You want to come see? She's not home. And I was like, oh, goodness. And she said, and then as I'm starting to look, she says, well, how big is it? And she points down and she says, you know, I need something big. And I'm like, what is going on? She turns to the side. I notice she looks a bit pregnant. I think this is what she was talking about. She started rubbing her belly, right? So I walked up to them and I was like, excuse me, is everything okay? Is everything fine? And she was like, I'm fine. And I was like, not you. I said, sir, listen to me. You're in danger. Do not tell this woman where you live. She will take your house. She will take everything. And as you can see, it is an urgent need. Do not tell this woman. No, seriously. So DC is changing. My mom is here. My mom lived in DC probably 10 years ago or 20 years ago, actually. She just came in town. She's at my house right now. Hi, Mom. How are you? She's very supportive of my comedy, almost too supportive. Sometimes she will give me jokes. She'll call and tell me jokes. So she called me the other day and she was like, I got one for you. We need to put this on. We need to get a couple thousand T-shirts and we need to put this on. I'm like, all right, tell me the joke. And she goes, America has really screwed itself. And I was like, yes, I agree. Now tell me the joke. And she's like, no, that's on the shirt. America has really screwed itself. And I was like, tell me the punchline. And she goes, you hear what Trump is doing? And I'm like, yes. Everyone has heard everything Trump is doing. Tell me the punchline. So then I had to explain to her what Black Twitter is. So she's never heard of, she doesn't even have Facebook. She doesn't even have old people Facebook, you know? I had to explain to her what Black Twitter is. It is a force. It's something that cannot even be grasped, right? And so she says, well, we need to put some of those Black Twitters on some T-shirts. So if you go to my website, I'm putting some of those Black Twitters on some T-shirts at Kurt Mariah. All right, thank you very much.
Keep clapping for Kurt Mariah. This the best stage I ever be on. I told y'all this for the first 48. Y'all ready? Listen. Yeah, oh, matter of fact, okay, this next comedian coming up, I just went from the paper. The paper said it's not a comic, she just enjoys being funny. It looks like, no, this is what I just read. Look, I'm completely honest. It looks like she has resting bitch face, but she's actually approachable. This is straight from the paper, so start clapping right now. Keep clapping until she comes to the stage. Give it up for Ha Ha. Is that right? Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? I got it right. Come on.
Okay. Wow, I really, can you hear me? Okay. Actually, my name is He. It's spelled as He. So I saw some of your face already wondering, is that weird? Why her name is a pronoun for male? He is a girl? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. In English, actually, my name means a specific bird in Chinese. So my parents was not confused about my sexuality or gender, nor they went cuckoo, say, oh, we need a boy, so we're gonna name this girl a boy name. No, that's my name. It's inhale, exhale, He. Not he's a girl. My friends always miss oh, are you talking about she or her? I was like, her. He? No, I'm confused. Oh, that's fine. As you can see, I am not Asian American, sorry. But I am yellow though. Or more specifically, I was made in China. Transported to the States. And sometimes I refer myself as Oriental. And I know there's a pause. I like how every time I mention Oriental to my white American friends, it was like, oh, shh. That's rude. That's really rude. I was like, why it's rude? Just shush. Don't say it in the workplace. It's not appropriate. I was like, so I just woke up in the morning. I ate my Oriental rice. I drink my Oriental herbal tea. And I did my Oriental jaywalk. like my white American friends are like, oh my God, is this like she's experienced some traumatic experience? I was like, oh, that's fine. I'm not offended. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry about it. But that's only to white Americans, though. I experienced it. When I talk about Oriental to the black friends, folks, it was like, damn, Oriental Express you were talking about? I was like, the food there was good. That's a bomb. I was like, yeah, that's kind of friendship we're talking about. Actually, I wasn't dressed up for this occasion to be videotaped. Casual walking on this uniform. I came to the States a couple years ago, and I want to do comedy because I am a funny person, as everyone told me. So like, oh, why not to be be inspired to be a comics? And my family was really supportive about this too. My mom was talking about, how was your stand-up? I was like, yeah, it's good. Did everyone laugh about you? I was like, yeah, they do laugh at me. And they were all of a sudden transition to, do you see any cute guys? I was like, Mom, I was doing comics there. I was like, no, you should see cute guys from your audience. And I was like, no, but only white guys though. I was like, what? Why? Black guys are not cute, are not accepting my family. And my grandmother pops up like, no, cute black guys. Black guys like Obama is acceptable in our family, but not totally black. I was like, thank you, family. You're contributing to my joking materials in that terms. Thank you, that's my time.
Woo! That was good. That was. You surprised me because when I read it, I was like, okay. So the last lady, no, I didn't know. Listen, I'm an honest person. Shout out to Anthony for putting this together. This is the last comedian, right? Okay, so this last comedian, I got to read it off the paper. Just because it's long. She's a comic and she's a producer of the comedy showcase Attack of the Comics, that show, and the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays at Ben's Next Door on U Street. I'm ready for this. Start clapping right now. I've seen her a couple times. She's hilarious to me. Teresa, look at this. Concepcion.
Thank you. Wow, Sylvia was asking me, she's like, are you nervous? I'm like, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm brand new to DC, and in my day job, I'm a lawyer, which I've learned is really rare in this town. Not a lot of lawyers. No one's really ever impressed when I say that. It's like saying I'm a barista, construction worker. Those are the main populations, and contractors, and I don't really know what they do. But yeah, no, I'm new to DC. I relocated from New York, and when I moved, I got out of a 6-year relationship. And I wanted to make a fresh start, and I was like, he was really negative to me. He always insulted my family. He said I was codependent and bad with money, just negative. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need this in my life and in my new chapter. So I left, and I have never, ever talked to my therapist again. Nope. Now it's just me and my self-help books, and my brother doesn't understand why this is an issue. He's like, I don't know what your problem is. Just stop eating shit and stop texting jerks, and you're good. It's very simple. And you would think I would figure that out, right? Because I'm 35. The problem is I'm never married, and I don't have any kids, and so I'm pretty much the perfect man. It's true because it's like, the guys in this town, especially, being brown or black with a suit, they just have women, Even if they're not with them, they got the ring because I check. But like me, this is the compliment that I got the other day going to the Metro. This guy goes up to me. He's like, yo, you look just like Nicki Minaj. No. Kim Kardashian, but better, because you regular. I was like, what? And he's like, nah, I'm just saying, she's a celebrity. She makes an effort. You plain. It's a good thing. I was like, this is why I need to walk home because I'm about to throw you down the escalator. This is cool. But it's kind of I'm at that point where everyone in my age range has gotten married and had kids. So I told my mom I'm about to start freezing my eggs. And she was really excited because she thought I meant brunch. That's my time, everybody. Have a good one.
Stay up here. Give her Teresa Concepcion, a round of applause. Paris Sachet, Sylvia, Morrison, Traymore, come on. Did I get it right? Come on, Judith, up to the stage. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. There's one picture. Do we have time to show the picture? This Sunday, I will be at a wedding expo. It is Say I Do, the LGBT Wedding Expo, Sunday, June 4th. You can catch me on Facebook, and all of my information will be there. Shout out to Alex Starr in California. Shout out to Listen Vision, Allison, Jacob, Morgan, Jeremy. Thank you guys so much. And what's the name of your show? Twilight Spotlight Over the City coming up next. Thank you and have a great night.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea